Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I will be showing you all how to make the best creamy, buttery, garlicky mashed potatoes. They honestly are so delicious and so good, and even talking about it right now, I honestly want some and I'm about to go make some. So in this video, I'm giving you all my full recipe and all the details on how to make them perfect and nice and fluffy. So if you guys want to see this, stay tuned.
Johnny Ice, that boy cold.
I know you like that. Hey, I know you like that. Hey, I know you like that. Hey, I know you like that. Whoa, taking exotic trips. Yeah, I know you like that. Whoa, switching up all the way.
Alright guys, so let's get started on these potatoes. So I'm taking some Idaho potatoes and I'm taking 5 of them, and all I'm doing right now is filling up a bowl half full with water, and I'm going ahead and rinsing off and washing the potatoes just because they come out of the ground, they have dirt on them, so you want to just make sure you get any of that leftover stuff off. So after putting your potatoes in water and rinsing them off, it is now time to peel off that layer of skin. So I like to take a peeler and just peel off all of that skin until it's literally clean and bare and naked. So that's what you want to do here, and just peel them off. And any brown spots, you also want to kind of shave those off as well, because you don't want any of that in your mashed potatoes. You want them to be nice and white and fluffy and cloudy. So I wanted to tell you all that using 5 potatoes is enough for about 3 people to have a good amount of mashed potatoes. 3 to 4 people depending on how much heaping servings you're gonna do. So what you want to do now is slice up those potatoes. They don't have to be in any shape or form. You kind of just want to cut them down to help them to boil a lot better, because you want your mashed potatoes not to have any, hardness in them. You want them to be smooth. So you want to just cut them down into pieces, and then you want to go ahead and take a pot and add your potatoes into that pot, and you want to fill up enough water to just cover the potatoes. So you want it to look just like this. So now it's time to put our pot on the stove top, and you want to put your stove on high and cover your potatoes, and we are going to let these babies boil for about 35 minutes. So at the 30-minute mark, I decided to check on the potatoes, and what you'll notice is that a fork can't fully pick up a potato, and that's the direction that we want it to go in. And you kind of want to just take that fork and just break up the potatoes even further than how you cut them, because this is going to help them mash a lot better. And then you want to cover your potatoes again and let them boil for an additional 30 minutes. So in total, about an hour worth of boiling. So you definitely can make the mashed potatoes while cooking your chicken or whatever you want to go with it. So after our potatoes are done boiling, you want to go ahead and drain them how you would drain pasta. Use the same method to drain your potatoes. Then you want to go ahead and add those potatoes to whatever bowl you want your mashed potatoes to be in. And they are going to be super hot, so just be careful because you do not want to burn yourself in this process. So now you want to take a potato masher and you want to begin to mash the potatoes down. This step is completely necessary because there's always going to be some parts of the potato that didn't all the way get as soft as others. So this part is going to help to make everything smooth and the same consistency as all the rest. And after doing that, now it's time to add in your ingredients. So what I'm doing is I'm adding a half a cup of almond milk. You can use whatever milk of your choice, but I'm preferring to use almond milk just to be a little bit healthier. It still does the same job. It does not add a nasty flavor to it. And what the milk does is it's going to help to make your mashed potatoes creamy. and just like allow it to clump together. So now I'm going ahead and adding in some garlic powder, some garlic and herb, black pepper, and of course some sea salt. And then I'm taking my blender and I'm just blending all of that into the mashed potatoes, and the blender's also going to help to make your mashed potatoes creamy as well. So you want to just use the blender to help mix up all of those ingredients so that your mashed potatoes have a nice even consistency and the flavor is all around. So now I'm taking a tablespoon of butter, a heaping tablespoon of butter, and I'm mixing that into the mashed potatoes, and as you can see, look at those, they are becoming a lot more creamy. So while you're doing this, you want to go ahead and taste your mashed potatoes, because you're going to know for yourself if they are perfect for you or not. Some people like a lot of seasoning, some people don't, but for me, what I had put was not enough for me personally, so I decided to add a little bit more seasonings and butter. But before I did that, I went ahead and mashed them up just a little bit more with the potato masher. So I'm adding in a bit more salt. So in total, I added about a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 heaping tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon of black pepper, and that is going to be your ingredients for the mashed potatoes. And then blend, blend, blend until they are so creamy, just like this. And you can also add in any other ingredients that you'd like sour cream. You can add in a little bit of heavy cream. You could add in some bacon bits, whatever you honestly would like to add to your mashed potatoes. But this is how they look once they're finished, and they're honestly perfect. So of course I had to try them, and they were amazing. I had to give them 2 thumbs up. So now it's time to make the plates. So look at these mashed potatoes, guys. They are the perfect consistency. They're nice and creamy, and they're nice and clumped together, and they honestly were so buttery and perfect and so amazing to my liking and my family's liking. We all loved them. So I decided to give myself about 2 to 3 scoops of mashed potatoes, and the same for my boyfriend. So to just finish dressing the mashed potatoes, I like to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of parsley on top just for decoration. It's not necessary, but I feel like it adds a nice pop of color to your mashed potatoes. And I like to go ahead and add just a little bit more butter, because you can never go wrong with a little bit more butter in your mashed potatoes, because it just makes it even more creamy and perfect. And they honestly were so good. And at this point, if you have like some sort of gravy, you want to just add that right in with your mashed potatoes, and they're just going to be so delicious, guys. When I tell you these are better than your fast food restaurant mashed potatoes, better than your restaurant mashed potatoes, they're just perfect and so delicious and so good, guys. So dinner wasn't fully served yet. I had to finish making our plates. So I had steamed some garlic with broccoli so that we had some nice yummy vegetables. And then my boyfriend had made some oven roasted chicken to go with our dinner. So honestly, it was just all together so good. And I had to get my wing because that is my favorite part of the chicken. And now dinner was officially served. Buttery, garlicky mashed potatoes with some sauteed broccoli, some crispy oven roasted chicken, and it's time to eat, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe.